My name is Jeff Bowersox. I'm a lecturer in history in the German department in the School of European Languages, Culture and Society. And the course is called Black Germany. It's a course that examines the presence and experiences of Black people in the German lands since the Middle Ages. And I have to note that the class was developed not just by me, but in collaboration with colleagues. One at the University of Missouri, Dr. Kristen Kopp, and another at the University of Michigan, Dr. Kira Thurman. And we're currently teaching this class at all three universities at the same time. A major challenge that's facing universities in the UK, in fact beyond the UK, and this is especially true in the humanities, is how to adapt our programs to suit an ever more diverse and complex society. And one of the ways you can do that is by making sure in our teaching we're following the leading edge of research, which is undermining long-established models that aren't fully reflecting that complexity. One way to address the question of diversity and the different perspectives that you can get through attention to diversity in modern German history is to look at people who are situated or placed by the social norms on the margins of society, on the margins of the national community, and trying to see from their perspective how things look and how that might challenge the rather hegemonic idea, the standard idea of how things operate. And so we've chosen to do this with Africans and their descendants in the German-speaking lands, with Black people in Germany. What's exciting about this class is that my colleagues who have developed this with me and I are part of a broader research network in the United States, in Germany, and in the UK as well, who are trying to turn the sorts of insights of Black German studies, which is a relatively small niche field at the moment, into effective teaching modules. And through our research network, we're developing a conversation with people at a whole range of universities about different ways to teach this. And we're developing actually feedback tools to make the teaching ever more responsive to what people are learning as they try these different experiments out in different contexts. And so that's really exciting to see that this is something that's becoming something a network's dealing with. It's also being taken up at conferences as well. So it's beginning to gain some momentum around a broader interest in diversifying German studies and German history in particular. And to that end, we've been recognized with an award from H German, which is a professional listserv, a German history listserv. Our syllabus was awarded the sort of best special subject syllabus in a most recent competition. They run these every 2 years. So we're getting professional recognition for our work as well, which is gratifying. It shows the effect this class can have on the discipline if it is picked up by more and more people. But of course, the most important impact for the classes is on the students themselves. And we've gotten back glowing reviews from students who, just in the first instance, are excited to be learning about something that most of them have heard very little about. The sort of diverse picture of what Germanness is supposed to be, or what Germanness can be, is an exciting topic. So the course links to the connector curriculum in at least two ways, and I designed the course specifically with these in mind. First and foremost, it's a research-led class. The students' work, beyond just grappling with ideas in the classroom and having uncomfortable conversations and this sort of intellectual development more generally, what the students are doing is producing their own independent research project. So in each class, we're grappling with not just ideas, but also how do you answer a research question? How do you develop a research question? How do you find sources? How do you address sources? How do you develop interpretations out of those? And the second way is that this is very much an international class. As I mentioned, it's been developed in collaboration, and we're getting the students to work together across the universities. We do this by getting we're grouping the students, and then we're grouping students into groups, including all universities, right? And then we're going to have those students meet a number of times over the semester online to address very general questions about where do ideas of race come from? How do they work in our particular context, our local context at our universities? How are ideas of race and privilege, how are these things that we're learning in our German history class helping us understand things that are happening currently, either where we are or what we see happening elsewhere? And the idea behind this is that we're getting students not just to engage with their classmates, but also to engage with students from very different contexts, different country, different various backgrounds, different sort of university culture, different political issues are relevant. And all of that is going to be a further way to sort of destabilize their easy assumptions about the topics, the themes of the class, and also suggest to them new ways of thinking that I hope, if this works properly, will be reflected in the research they produce and in the conversation they're having with a presumed public through their websites. So this is what's, I think, the most exciting aspect of the course, and something that I hope the students will really get into.